Yeah. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit out that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. It's bad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you say.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the San Francisco 49ers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Mahomes now on first down, finding his safety valve here. That's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
These guys man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards on the play.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They run a draw here on second down, and he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Throwing now is Mahomes, and that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Reuben Foster coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They'll look to throw here. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. And on the ground they go with a running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Mahomes going to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
15 yards through the air and a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now they'll run it on the toss. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They go play action. Now Mahomes forced out to his left. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll make it 3rd down.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And he's in for the 49ers score.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll drop to throw. This one caught by Crowder. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find the matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They'll set up a throw. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Crowder's got it over the middle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when. And he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers? It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days. offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
2 minutes to go here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. They fake the give. Now Mahomes rolling to his right. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down. back around the 35-yard line. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is Bell on the dump-off. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Goes underneath for Bell. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Bell. Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And that is no good. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. He'll drop to throw. And that's complete to Jesse James. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 18. Look at the spin. Well, he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. First possession in the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Z.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They come out here in the I. He'll get it up the middle. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into some.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. As his guys are in for 6. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
They'll look to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Reuben Foster picks it, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the ball is knocked out, and it looks like Steeler football. It is. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they'll run it here. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Again, it's Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. P.J. Williams with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. They go play fake. Mahomes. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Gold is able to put it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a nice spin. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle. The Niners on 3rd down. Now, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 7. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And Gold is able to put it through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Reuben Foster picks it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams...
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no, I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros, ain't no, but don't push me, fingers itching on that, plotting on my come up, gotta watch they at my nose, long nights just to hit the studio, now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe, looking to the mirror, flexing now in his glow, bust off like a, welcome to the rodeo, shorty wanna me cousin, wearing gold, I came up and made it happen, I was by the stove, big inside this cases once do me dirty, I'ma find you lay your out on the floor, 19 with a I got rich by myself, rather do this alone, I wasn't asking for no help, they keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt, boy I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt, call my brother on the phone, he said broski you a star, I said brother hold it down, soon we'll all be living large, and it's crazy how last year was on my garage, now I'm in a good position for this life can't sabotage, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no, I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros, ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that, plotting on my come up, gotta watch they at my nose, long nights just to hit the studio, now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe, looking to the mirror, flexing now in his glow, bust off like a, welcome to the rodeo, I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation, I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated, for a second lost myself, I was too busy getting now they see me out in public and be knowing what my name is, all these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous, I just wanna be stable, tell my family we made it, I was coming for my spot, a young had to be patient, now I'm running up, these bands can hit the island for vacation, I've been know my haters, you could say I'm constipated, 5 racks on his fit, just to stunt while I'm in Vegas, for my body, shout out to my Caleb Young, got the cake up, now data, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no, I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros, ain't no, but don't push me, fingers itching on that, plotting on my come up, gotta watch they at my nose, long nights just to hit the studio, now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe, looking to the mirror, flexing now in his glow, bust off like a, welcome to the rodeo.